Hello everybody, welcome back to the Let's Play. It's me, Wing, and today we're going to see if I can make this jump. Woohoo, I did. Perfect. So, we're still here at the gold farm, doing some stuff. Oh boy, what an intro. Anyway, we're here at the gold... Oh! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this point of view. Okay, where are we? What an intro. Today we are again stuck at the gold farm. We can never leave. We can never escape. We are always enslaved to work upon it and to improve upon it. Yeah. I think that's the way. Okay. No, that's not how I wanted it. Did I? I don't know. Anyway. Oh boy. That was exciting. Yay. Well, get that out of the way. That was a close call. So we are still here, we are still working, and let me show you. I've added a fifth platform, almost complete though. I ran out of blocks, so I couldn't complete it. And the reason why I added this was I found that I had some issues regarding to zombie pigman aggro during some times when the farm is on. So as you know, when the farm is on and I've aggroed a zombie pigman, there should be a never-ending perpetuating wave of aggroed zombie pigmen trying to come and kill me. But sometimes when all the zombie pigmen have killed themselves, the new ones that spawn in remain passive because there's no aggroed zombie pigmen to get them to be aggroed. So this farm essentially stops. Now, what I'm trying to achieve with this fifth platform is to give the zombie pigmen more space to spawn on to make sure that the farm never stops and it just keeps propagating. Zombie pigmen keep spawning and the aggro wave keeps propagating and it never stops. That's the purpose of this layer. If that doesn't work, I have another idea, and that is to put 4 zombie pigmen that are floating and name tagged over there, somewhere here in the middle. And what that would do is whenever we run out of aggroed zombie pigmen that are on the platform, we still have 4 floating pigmen that are aggro to me and will keep propagating the aggro wave. Yep. So that's the idea behind that. Though I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we'll have to find out if we do get to that point. But the reason why we're doing all of this is because the spawning rates are heavily affected by the spawning of magma cubes. So to demonstrate what I found out in regards to that, I made this platform over here, which we will go to now. And I put magma blocks here earlier because there was a gas that spawned and blew up part of the new layer. So let me take this off now. Okay. So from what I found in my research, apparently there are 2 versions of spawn rules for magma cubes, and that entirely depends on what version of Minecraft you're playing. So if you're like me, playing on the older versions, 1.13, anything before 1.16, then you're stuck to the old rules. But if you're playing on the new rules, new patches, 1.16 and so forth, the new rule set is this. So, regardless of any size of magma block, whether it's large, small, medium, etc., the game will try to find a 3 by 2.5, by 2.1 by 3 area to see basically if a magma cube can spawn there, and if it finds such an area, just pretend that that's 2.1. If it finds an area, then it's going to determine which size of zombie cube magma cube will spawn in. And there, that's the rule set for that. Okay. For the spawn rule set that's in this version of the game, essentially what happens is that each size of magma cube has its own specific dimension requirement, right? So for large magma cubes, they require a 3 by 2.5 by 3 area to spawn at. All right. And that makes sense because for us, we only have a 2 block height for these platforms. So we never see them spawn in here. What we do see spawn are the medium and small blocks. So the medium blocks apparently just require a 3 by 2 by 3 area of free air to spawn at. Okay. And then small blocks just require a 1 by oops 1 by 2, yeah, 1 by 2 by 1 area of spawn. And that's why we also see those buggers, because of that. So basically, the only way we can alleviate our problems is if we and when we reach, 1.16, right? That's not going to happen for a while. So what I'm thinking of doing is as follows. I'm planning to build, or actually put some iron golems outside the perimeter of this area. And what that would do is attract the magma cubes towards them. They're gonna fall off the platform, not to their deaths because they don't take fall damage, so they'll just fall off. But apparently, and I'm not sure if I'm correct here, if I read this correctly, but in the wiki it says that magma cubes will despawn once they've reached out of the 32 block radius from a player. So I'm pretty sure that the height from here all the way down is way more than 32 blocks. So once they fall off, eventually they're gonna despawn, and it'll free up the mob cap a bit. Although that's gonna take a while because they don't despawn right away. But that is all that we can do for now, unfortunately. So yep. So right now, what I'm going to implement here, hopefully, is the only thing that we can do. And until 1.16, then there's nothing we can do. Yep. So that's the plan for now. Later, hopefully, if we have time, I do want to show you guys the new changes in the oh boy, here we go again. The new changes in the spawn area, because I'm trying to build a oops, oh boy, I'm trying to build a village. I keep calling it villager village, but it's a village area for some villagers. You know, the villagers that I have on the minecart. Yeah, I'm gonna put them there, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to finish off this third platform, do all the additions that I need to do, and I'll see you when I'm done with those. Hey everyone, so I've completed the platform here. I just wanted to do a quick experiment. So last time when I was activating the farm, I noticed that the pig bin would get stuck here in the middle because sometimes there would be two of them trying to reach me. But when those two collide, I guess they're putting equal pressure on each other to try to push one away to get to me, essentially. So I'm going to try something different. For this area here, I made it so that there's like one layer of glass blocks. So one side of glass blocks. So let's say, oops. This is oops. So let's say this is how it's set up, right? And this the trapdoor, the magma block is here. That the trapdoor is here. Like over, say right here, like that, right? Okay. And then there's a platform here. So here's the platform of the magma blocks. So basically what I did was I just removed the stained glass over here, right? and that makes me think that it would be easier for them to funnel into this area. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. Generally going to be watching that direction because I know how it works when the when the glass walls are the same in both sides. So, oops. Okay, let's take a look, see how this works. All right, here we go. And if they, oh, look at that! You saw that? If they funnel here, then if they funnel this way perfectly, then I'm going to do the rest. I'm gonna apply these changes to the rest of the columns here. See, as you can see there, they're getting stuck, and the only way for them to fix themselves is if another zombie pigman pushes one of them to kind of exert more pressure, more force to push one out of the way, but then sometimes it ends up them getting stuck again. So, but this one looks like it's working pretty well. See, look. They're bunching up, but they're not getting stuck. And that's because they're able to funnel much more efficiently as opposed to them getting stuck and bunched up here. So it looks like it's working pretty well. Yeah, look at that. Well, I guess this is what I'll do. This is how I'll set up the farm for now. If we do have any more problems or if it comes back, then I'll have to do some adjustments. But yeah, looks like it's working. Look at that. And that's gonna dramatically fix the rates. Oh, awesome. Yep, that one change does a lot. Okay, alrighty. I'm gonna apply all that change to all these columns, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody. So the columns have changed so that they have that particular change now, and the zombie pigmen are falling to their deaths very efficiently, very quickly. In fact, it's way too efficient because what happens now, and more prevalent than before, and I've talked about this already, is that the farm gets inactivated because all of these zombie pigmen that are aggroed die way too quickly. So I'm not sure if I did discuss this before, but I did devise a plan to put zombie pigmen floating here in the middle of the farm, in the each of the four corners here inside the farm, just floating there. And the theory was that whenever the farm gets aggroed and activated, um, those zombie pigmen will be aggroed, but once the farm dies down because of all the zombie pigmen that are on this platform, these platforms die. Um, those aggroed pigmen floating in the middle would keep propagating the aggro with their aggro shouting. But turns out that does not work, and because seems like zombie pigmen only have one shout per aggro, I believe, per aggro state, I would say. Yeah, so whenever they're aggro, they only shout once, and that's it. They won't shout anymore during that state. I'm not sure if they get aggroed again, like after cooling off. If they get aggroed again, will they shout again? But even if I implement that, it still is not worth it because the whole point of having an everlasting aggro propagating chain is to get the zombie pigment to keep being aggroed. But yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. So I scratched that plan. Scrapped that plan. And now I got the Iron Golem set up here, actually. Well, Iron Golem set up. Huh. Yeah. So it works. But the problem is that this top roof is covered from the slimes up here on these two columns so they don't see them. So I probably have to make it transparent or something like that. Yep, but it works. They do jump to their deaths, but I probably won't build it, or maybe I will another day because you know how zombie pigment farms are nerfed now. So yeah, oh me, and eventually it will get fixed in a patch anyway. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I actually already completed the farm. It's all completed. I'll just I'll record that on a separate recording, and I'll see you there. All right, everyone. So here in the middle, I'm actually going to build an enchanting setup, just so I can enchant while I get all the experience in the world. Anyway, so you guys probably know how this works already if you ever watched Etho's videos, but if you don't, I highly suggest to watch his videos because it explains this really well. Actually, I did not watch. I know about this farm, but I never watched the videos of him building this. Anyway, the whole point is zombie pigmen are aggroed. They go to the chute. They fall to their deaths. Items get tossed along this ice path here to the middle. Items get picked up by hopper minecarts, and they go through a item hopper collection sorter system. Experience get funneled here to the middle of the slime block, where they get tossed along these double extended slime block pistons to my location up there, where I collect them. That's basically the gist of this farm. Um, I'm not gonna talk about how it works redstone wise, but if you guys do want to see that or want it explained, I can make a separate video or something. Um, but I do have a few problems did want to address with the current setup. For one, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but as you can see, there's pigmen here. I don't know if they survive. I don't know how they survive. Um, but they do. They survive somehow. So, and not only that, seems like sometimes experience and items get stuck here or here. It's like they kind of do some weird splattering. Uh, Again, I don't know why that is. I gotta take a look, probably make some adjustments to the timings or make some block adjustments. Yeah, that works. That's currently happening right now. Second, as you can see, I have the hopper minecarts moving from one hopper to the next. I've been having these issues where this hopper minecart and hopper system isn't collecting the items quickly enough. Not quite sure why. But I'm theorizing that the system gets overwhelmed. Oop, bye bye, buddy. Um, and they can no longer collect the items, so it kind of just gets stuck around here. While or sometimes I actually see them here on this particular glass block over here, just collecting. I don't know why. That's something I have to take a look at because eventually the game lags up because of so many particles, so many items, just collecting so many entities. So yeah, to fix that up. I don't know. The way Etho built it is just very efficient, collecting all the items really well. Well, at least majority of the items from when I checked it out. So I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. But anyway, enough of this. But before I go, one last thing. Let's take a look at the collecting system here. I think the Electra's gonna break soon. Woohoo! Eats. Anyway, we are gonna spend the remaining the remaining time of this video dedicated to the spawn villagers. Spawn villagers? Yeah, you'll see. Um, yep. But here's the collecting system. This is for zombie flesh. This is for gold bars, gold nuggets, and these are the swords, which get cooked to become gold nuggets. Currently empty. Some get funneled here, uh, just in case I want them for something else. And look, there's a pigment. I don't know how a pigment got in there, but it did. Actually, I really don't know because that should be closed off. Unless it spawned somewhere and it dropped here, but it survived. But it should have died. Again, it's something's quite not right. All right. So I don't want to spend any more time on this gold farm. So let's go to the village. All right, everyone, we're back at spawn, and let me show you the villager village that I'm building here. First, got some changes to address. These potato fields are mainly to help propagate some villager breeding because I want them to make me villagers. I also got this wall here just to create some more vines. And did you know if you do this to flowers that are 2 blocks tall, they make more flowers? I never knew that until I tried to look for yellow dye one day and did this. Pretty cool. Wait, let me just sleep here quickly, just to uh-huh. Just to make it day, so I can show you the villager village. Okay. So, as you can see, it's over there. I just set up a little perimeter, just so I can keep whatever villagers I put here safe. But for now, I just set it up so I can build this house. This is going to be the first villager village house. It's still in the works because I don't like how it looks. Looks very janky. Um, and the roof is weird. But let me just show you how it looks. So I like the idea of an open concept, so that when you go in here, you take a look around. Ooh, cool stuff. Beds here are temporary. I just wanted the villagers to count this as a house and as a village, but I think beds are unnecessary. I think I'm confusing the versions 1.14 and 1.13. Anyway, here's the roof. It's made out of nether brick. I like the contrast, but it just or how it looks, but it just so doesn't work for me. It's ugly. But anyway, oops. Anyway, let's go to the basement here. Hey, here's the basement. Cool stuff. It does lead to this access point here for the well. I have a little well here. Well, it's for the villagers to get their water. Have a nice water supply so that they don't have to go outside over there where it's dangerous and not safe. Wait. I want to make villagers. Going to make villagers. We are going to make villagers. So let me set that up, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh man, guys, I just can't seem to get this to work. It's like they don't want to breed. Probably I got something messed up here, but I converted the area underneath the house into a little villager breeder place. It's not working again. Um, yeah, I know it's not the beds because I think the beds only work in 1.14. And in this update, I did have doors here before just to help, just to see if they would recognize the doors here as part of their village to kind of get them to breed, but no, wasn't working. So yeah, I had these two stuck here, and the idea was they would just try to make babies, and the baby when they're grown up, they would go here, or I funnel them here. A cart would appear, send them along their merry track. It's not working now for me, but the idea is they would get stuck here, grow up, and if I like them, I would send them to the converter. Not, they go to the village. Converter is essentially a place where they'll keep getting zombified until I get good deals from them. Anyway, Yeah, but it's not working. So I got this idea of using another YouTuber's build. Um, I'll I'll post a link in the comment or in the description down below. I will tell you his name, but I forgot his name and I forgot the build. But yeah, I'll keep working on this idea, and I think the gist of the idea is to have this villager guy count this as a village, and underneath would be a cell of villagers over here, down below here. Cells of villagers that would just keep receiving a never-ending supply of food and help them facilitate breeding and make babies, and the babies would get funneled into a place, and yeah, for assessment. Anyway, I'll keep working on this, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys. So I just want to let you know that the designer of this nice little farm here, yeah, I moved it from here to here. His name is Beast. It's Beast. And for some reason, it's still not working for me. I don't know what it is. I've made so many villagers. I've funneled them from there. So I've been getting them to breed here. Then what I did was I tossed them off the ledge over there. They go to this little waterfall here at this water area where they land safely, and they automatically get funneled to this right minecart rail. They go to the village. Like these guys over here. But these guys are actually two farmers. I'm trying to figure out an interesting idea with them, but that'll be for next time. So you don't have much time left. So yeah, here it is. So the idea is, like I was saying, villagers are here. We have little villager cells, and essentially, what happened is I see this packed ice track. There'd be food that would just keep flowing around, and then they would receive it, keep it, eat it, and make babies because they'll be satisfied with the food that they keep getting. But I don't know, no matter how much I keep giving them food, um, they're not breathing. Not sure why. I don't know. There's something. There's something going on. I'm almost certain that this guy isn't counting this as a village or something like that. I'm not really sure. There's something I'm going to have to play with. Um, yeah, but for now, I guess I'll wrap it up here. Uh, sorry that that was a quick segment to the villager part. Next episode, hopefully we're gonna go ahead and focus more on the village. No more on the gold farm. I'm done with the gold farm for now because it's sort of working. If I got some fine tuning and adjustments made to it, I'll let you guys know. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will I will let you guys see what I'm cooking here in the next video with regards to these two. But anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care and have a good day and be healthy. Stay safe. Catch you later.